I'm going to set the recording on before I forget and get this all going and don't. We're going to give everybody a little bit of time to join.
Are you in California?
I am. I'm in Ventura, California, right here on the coast.
Okay. My son and my new daughter-in-law live in Los Angeles, and we were just there. They got married at the Rosewood Manor in Montecito on December 22nd.
Beautiful, beautiful. We're just like 20 minutes south of that.
Yeah, gorgeous. It was a gorgeous place, but I can tell that we are so glad that we were there when we were, because it would be horrible now.
There's a lot. I haven't followed today. I don't know if they're asking for evacuations today, but a week and a half ago, or just a little bit of time ago, they were all evacuating.
Yeah, that's what my daughter-in-law said
for me,
the other day when I talked to
it's
her.
cutting.
They're so lucky that it's done, like that. I'm trying to see if I can get myself on the screen. I don't know what's wrong.
Here, let me see if I can.
So Rachel here, I lost you for a minute, so I went off camera just so I may have to go on and off camera. I'm in LA as well, so it's raining crazy here. So.
Yeah. Oh, hi, Rachel. Oh, I wish
Sorry, I can hear you.
I wish I could see you.
Oh, sorry, I'm trying
was
to get it up. Hold on. I just went for a workout, so I'm all
There
sweaty.
we go.
I have my
Oh, nice, nice. That's the Pacific. That's the Pacific Sky, right?
the hat.
Yeah.
I can't remember. It's the same wool as the Capelet.
Yeah, Pacific
So-
Sky. It's beautiful.
Okay, yeah, it's a little small for me, so I think I'm just gonna maybe undo it and redo it, and I'm gonna make some because I'd like to just turn it,
As a
this,
brim,
but-
yeah.
yeah. So we'll see.
Yeah, I found I have a big head, when you measure it, and the one I made too, I took out. In fact, I'm knitting today. I'm going to do some samples if anybody wants to see with the one that I took out, because of the same reason. I've got to make it longer. I've got to make it deeper.
And did you make it larger, or you kept? I think the size. It's more like the just the height, eh?
Yeah, I don't know that
Yeah.
I made it any bigger, but you sure could. I mean, it would be so simple. You just add a few, add another rib repeat, and you'd
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Anyway, that's fine. We're talking about the Portland cap. Oh, let me get everybody. Portland cap that's also made with the woolstock tweed, just like this woolstock tweed. Anyway, where's everybody from? I'm here in Ventura, California. Sorry, I'm running everything today. Sometimes I have help, but today I'm admitting people and talking and trying to meet you all at the same time.
I'm from Michigan.
Oh, wonderful.
But do you have I find that blue sky patterns just tend to be like my go-to. I've only been knitting for a year, but I seem to like them really well. And I keep, every time I pick some out, I'm like, oh my gosh, it's another blue sky. I just finished the 27 color snood.
Oh, I love that. And you know what? I'm having trouble getting more yarn for it. So,
Oh, really?
I mean, I'm sure they'll be back in stock, but right now, yeah, they're out.
Do you guys have a physical location, or are you? I'm just trying to understand like what this is.
I'm online only. I'm an online only yarn store. Yeah.
Wow, that's cool.
Yeah, I run the business here from my home in Ventura, and my daughter in Las Vegas is my warehouse and my shipping department. So she manages that and keeps everything going out in time. So yeah, we work together. We love it.
Oh, that's awesome.
I was just finished that snood also, and I have a bunch of extra color and yarn, so I thought, I'm trying to figure out, should I do a hat, or could I maybe do the scarf with it? I just don't know if how much, guess I could just start it and see if I have enough color.
You just finished what? I'm sorry.
The snood, the 21 color or 27 color snood, 21, I don't remember. Yeah, and when at the end of it, you still have extra color. You know, you can just get more main color yarn. But I thought maybe you can use the hat or make the hat with the leftover color.
I would
Absolutely.
say a hat or a headband. You know, if you don't have enough for a hat, maybe a headband. It
Oh,
would
yeah.
be so nice.
Right. You'll have to use a different pattern than the Portland cap, because the Portland cap is made for Aran weight, and the snood is worsted.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, absolutely. You could make a striped, if you have a little wool stock left, you could make a, you know, use the same pattern and just make a nice little beanie.
Yeah.
So who's farthest away from me? Who's
I'm
like,
from Virginia.
Virginia? Okay, that's pretty far.
I'm in Connecticut.
There you
Yep.
go.
I'm from Hiawassee, Georgia.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful. I just love meeting everybody from all over the states.
I'm from Hammond, Indiana,
Oh, fantastic. Welcome.
outside
New
Chicago.
York.
Nice to meet you, Sasha. Nice to meet you. Have you
Asha,
met
so you're just sitting below me.
just below? Yeah.
Yeah, we're in Michigan, but we're really close to Indiana.
Yeah. Yeah.
Minnesota.
Number 9-ish.
Minnesota. What's the weather like? Is it snowing anywhere?
It's not snowing, it's just lots of snow and some ice on the trails.
Hello, baby.
Yes, Gabriella? Did you say something? Yeah.
It's a beautiful day in Michigan. We've got sunshine. There's no snow on the ground. I just went for a walk. It's beautiful.
Oh, that's wonderful.
It's chilly, but it's beautiful.
Yeah, and chilly for you guys is like 40 degrees. Chilly for me is 58.
Yeah, I'm just looking to see
It's
what
cold
it is.
here in Indiana. It's cold. It's 28 degrees.
Yeah, that's cold.
Yeah, we're 33. We're 33. So it's chilly, but it still felt good with the sunshine.
Yeah, when the sun shines, it sure makes a difference, doesn't it? Yeah, it's coming down here, just cats and dogs, and we're so grateful. I mean, I know the mudslides are not a good thing, and we don't want that, and we don't want anyone hurt in them. But my goodness, do we need the rain? So we're thrilled, because we're not hooked into the water system in LA. We're just, you know, we rely on a little reservoir between us and Ojai up the mountain, and the lake was just getting lower and lower and lower every winter. It wasn't getting replenished. So we're really grateful, really grateful. So has everybody attended, you know, a Zoom knit along before? Is that something new?
No, it's new to me.
New to me.
New to me.
Okay, well, that's great. Well, what I plan on doing, I wanted to make this, since it was a bigger pattern, I wanted to, or, you know, more knitting involved. I wanted to take my time through it and take our time through it so that we had time to do just the knitting, you know, just this part takes a while, you know, you knit it and it takes a while. So this time I think we'll knit and we'll talk about the cables. Did anybody have trouble with cables, or?
I'm new to cables,
New to
Me too.
cables.
but I did the Portland hat, and I was fine. So
And you were fine, yeah. You know, cables, I think, intimidate people. And I think looking at this lattice work, it looks intimidating, but it's so easy. I mean, trust me, it's just cabling repeatedly. That's all it is, rather than cabling and space. You're just cabling every, I think it is 6th row. What is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, every 6th row, you're just cabling and you do it the same across the whole row. So I'll get into that in just a minute.
I'm 3/4 of the way through Andrea Mowry's Morning Rituals, which is a lot of cables and a cable up the center and the back. So I've been sort of on cable overload. So I think that it should be okay, even though I'm still a pretty new knitter.
You'll be more than okay.
I want to know what it is that you have on right now.
Oh, this is the Final Destination shawl. It's called Final Destination. And I have a kit in the shop. It's made out of Dream and Color smooshy
Oh.
cashmere. And it's soft as, oh, I mean, it's just like butter. It's just amazing.
You said it's a cashmere?
Pardon?
It's a cashmere?
It's 80%, is it 80% merino and 20% cashmere, I think. I'd have to, it's close to that. It's merino cashmere.
And it's the Dream in Color. What's the name of the yarn?
The yarn is smooshy cashmere.
Smooshy Kiss. Thank you.
Smooshy cashmere. I can find the link here.
Okay. I love it. And I love anything smooshy, so.
Oh, so beautiful. And I have quite a few colorways. Let me give you a link. Put it in the chat. And
Pamela, I think somebody is actually not on mute. Maybe it's on the phone. I'm not sure. But maybe it's the Zoom user there. I think you can mute them. I don't know.
yeah, I'm not sure which
This-
one, where the noise is coming from. Can
But if you
everybody
go,
make sure?
like, because you're the meeting organizer, if you go there, if you don't see the red, the
No, I know, but I don't
microphone-
want to
Oh,
mute
yeah.
somebody who's talking. So
Oh, yeah, I see, yeah.
Yeah. So just if you have background noise, it sounds like they muted. Yeah. Oh, wait. Nancy's iPad, is that the one that's noisy?
I'm trying to mute it now.
How about that? Did that work? I think that worked.
That's awesome. Thank you so much.
Okay.
It's just easier to clearer sound.
Yeah, it's hard to hear. And then Final Destination is the name. Oh. Am I out of that? Well, anyway, I'll check later and put it in the chat. But I just, yeah, I adore this. Oh yeah, I'm out of stock, so it's not coming up. I'll make sure I get back in stock and so that everybody can see it. Okay, so has everybody, where is everybody as far as, have you cast on? Have you
Yes.
have you knitted it yet? Do you have any questions? Are you loving it?
In my case, I cast on and did the 5 first simple rows, and I was gonna wait for you for the cable.
Okay, perfect. Okay, perfect. So is everybody that wants to know about cable, are you ready for me to show you the cable? How to do a cable?
I have a question. You probably can't see my face yet. I'm trying to get home really fast. But if you do the provisional cast on, does that mean I don't have to seam it together?
No, if you do the provisional cast on, you'll still need to, I mean, you won't seam it, you won't graft it, but you will have to put them together at some point, right?
Right. But I mean, if I just cast on and then I bind off, then I guess I'll call that, see, I'm pretty new knitter. So then I have to seam them together. But if I cast on or do the provisional, then I can do the grafting. Is that right?
Yes, yes,
Is that,
yes.
okay. And does that make it for a better seam?
Yes. Now
Okay.
I cast on regular. And I just cast on regular, and I also grafted it together. And I don't know if you can see, can you see where I did it there?
Okay, a little bit. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, just a little tiny bit. So don't feel bad or don't be afraid if you just cast on regular. You can, I think once this is blocked, I don't think you'll be able, once I have it like this, I really don't think it'll be hardly even noticeable at all.
Okay. For
And I don't
casting
know-
on, for casting on regular, do you mean a long tail cast on or a knitted cast on or one of the fancy cast ons?
Either long tail or knitted or just a normal one, not a stretchy one. Don't do a stretchy one because that'll kind of make it flange out and you don't want that. But just do I just did a long tail or a knitted if that makes you feel, you're happier. But it's pretty neat. Where is it? I have a hard time finding it. It's pretty neat on the inside after you've grafted it. You can't.
So what's the difference between grafting and seaming then?
Well, grafting, you're weaving the two sides together. And
Okay.
you're sort of by hand creating a stitch that looks knitted. And we'll get to all of that when we get to the end, but yeah, that's grafting. If you just seam it, like the mattress stitch, it just kind of creates it would create a lumpy seam, and I don't think it would look very nice. It wouldn't look very professional.
Perfect.
So
Thank
for
you.
yours, did you graft and even though you started with the regular cast on?
Yeah, they called it grafting anyway, and I'll show you how to do that when we get
I'm
to
getting close to that, so that's why.
Oh,
I was wondering, I'm thinking, how am I gonna, would you mind showing the inside again of yours?
Did you get your food, baby? Did you get your food?
can you see it? It's pretty flat.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
There's just
Not sure how to graft with the already. Did you just do like a Kitchener? You put your needles in there pretending it was a.
No, it was cast on and bound off. And then I held the edges together with one of these little clips.
Okay.
So that they were even. And you just start at one corner, like the right corner, and you just start weaving the yarn in and out to make it, taking a stitch to make it and to make it to make it look like a knitted stitch.
Okay.
So what I'll do is here when we'll have some time now just to knit and just to move along, and then I'll look up the little tutorial and I'll give that to you. The one that, yeah.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. Yeah. So that'll be good. So, okay. Let me switch my cameras and everybody cross their fingers that all my technology works. I think I'm going to do that. Uh-oh, I have a kitty coming to help. So here's the 6th row. I just cast on a little a short sample, and I've done 2 of the cable repeats. But if you want to start, you would do, this is row 6. You first knit 2 to get going, because there's an edge to the there's an edge up here. Well, you can't see because I'm on the wrong camera. What am I doing? There's an edge down. There's an edge here. So when you do the first cable, you knit 2 stitches so that you before you start the cabling, so that there's a little bit of room here to pick up and then knit the collar. So you've knit 2. Then this is the kind of cable hook that I have, or cable needle that I have. There's lots of different kinds. Can everybody show what kinds they have? Oh, there. Okay. Okay, those will work. Those will work. Yeah, the green one. I like that. I like the ones with little crooks in them. This is just a inexpensive clover. In fact, I don't even know if they sell these anymore. I think this is from my mom's stash from years ago. Anyway, this is a 4x4 cable, and you cable on row 6 and you cable on row 12. So the cable on row 6 is called a right cable, which is shown by RC in the pattern.
Sorry, Pamela, is your camera like the other way around? Because I think I would put the cable on my left needle, right?
It doesn't
like
show left for you?
No, it's all right. Okay, so that's good. So then we know.
Yeah, now that's interesting because I
It
see
does show right, but I think there's something in settings that you can do mirror.
Okay, but then that's good. So if we know that it should be the other way, it should be left, then that's fine.
So if it's like this, does that look better to you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the right side. Yeah. All right, thanks. Thank you.
So then you take it off the needle, and then you leave it hanging behind, because this is the right side. I can't quite do it because I've been doing it the other way, so I can't quite do it. So then you knit 4 stitches.
So when do you know if it's behind or in front?
Okay, when it says on row 6, do you see where it says RC?
Okay. Yeah. RC, it's behind.
RC is behind because it's a
Okay.
right cable, and that creates a right
Oh,
cable.
right cable. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Good question. So you're going to have to imagine it backwards since my camera is flipping things. So, because I can't do it that way and keep knitting. So you put it behind, those 4 stitches behind, then you knit 4 stitches off of your needle, just ignoring those other 4 back there. They're just hanging out.
Do you pull your first one a little bit to snug it up?
No, not on this. I don't. Not on the cables. I don't. I do on at the beginning of the row, I do pull, I snug the first one up just a little bit, and then the second one I make firm. I snug actually the first 2 a little bit. I mean, not too much. You don't want to make them so you can't get your needle through, but I do snug the first 2 up, and it made a really nice edge. It didn't leave any big loops and stuff on the edge. So you knit 4 stitches, pick up your needle from behind and knit the 4 stitches off the cable needle.
Sorry, with the all the ways around, this is gonna be hard for me. So I'm not a continental knitter, so then I will just pick the, the stitch from the cable, right? Like this. I don't know if you can see.
No, hold on, Rachel. Let me see if I can put you on.
Sorry.
Where are you?
Yeah.
Okay, I think I
So
put you on Spotlight, so there you go.
yeah, thank you. Sorry about this. Okay. So I have like this, right? My cable needle is in the back. So do I just go in there like this and just knit?
Okay, try that again. So
So
no, you would pull. Okay, you've taken it off, right? You've taken them off. Is that all you've done? Is taken them off?
okay, so I put the 4 stitches on the cable needles. I knitted 4. Now I just leave the 4 stitches on my cable needle, right?
Okay, now you have to knit those 4 stitches off the cable needle.
Off the cable needle. So that means I just use this as a needle and just go like right in there, like this.
That
Like
is
I would
correct.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
That is correct.
This is the first time, well, I'm new to cable, but it's the first time that I knit out of a cable needle. That's why. Thanks.
Yeah, no problem. Go ahead and do that, and then let's watch you do the next one. Sorry to put you on the spot, but since your camera isn't messed up.
This is Janelle. I'm used to putting those 4 stitches back on the needle, the original needle, and then knitting them.
And that's fine if you, that's fine if you want to do that. Perfectly fine.
So I did one, sorry. So I just repeat so I just do again.
So take it off again, take them off again.
So yeah, 4 more. Okay, just do 4 more. All right. Okay, I'm good.
So you can take them off with the other direction so that you have this long part. Let's see.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I will do that.
I have a question. Can you hear me?
Yes.
When you take your 4 stitches off and you put them on the cable needle and you make your first stitch on your left needle, is your yarn, your working yarn, is it behind the 4 cable stitches or in front of the 4 cable stitches? Your working yarn.
It's in front because you don't want to catch those 4. You want those stitches to be free and clear.
Okay.
You don't want to catch them.
So your working yarn is in front of the cable stitches.
The one's hanging behind.
One hanging behind, and then you knit those 4 stitches on your left needle.
You knit the next 4. You're flipping the switches or flipping the stitches.
So the yarn is in the front of the 4 from the cable.
Right.
I need to talk to you and Sky because I'm pissed.
Okay, let's see.
Well, Bristol told me today that they're going to Amos tomorrow and spending all day Monday with her.
Somebody on mute.
Whoops.
Why are you on a meeting on Saturday?
Who is talking? Let's see. I don't want to mute everybody. There we go. Oh, hi, Kathy. I didn't see you. How are you?
Oh, sugar.
I'm muted. There we go.
I'm good. Excellent. Excellent. I haven't seen you for actually a couple of years now. But
No, we both had short hair. Look at us now.
I know we both had totally like pixie cuts. That's funny. And yeah, okay, you're great.
So Rachel, again, I did the second one. So now in the back, it looks a little bit, maybe I don't know if I was supposed to.
There's a little
tighten.
Can you see mine?
Okay, because you can tighten it, but then you don't want to tighten too much, I suppose, right?
Yeah, no, not too much. I mean, the whole thing, if you pull on it really
Oh, okay.
hard, you
Good.
know, you can see
Yeah.
little holes because,
Yeah.
and you don't want to do it so tight that the cables are all kind of squeezed onto each other.
Right.
You know, you want to do it.
Okay.
And there's, you know, there's kind of a happy medium, I feel like, not too loose,
Yeah.
not too tight. We want
Yeah.
we want Goldilocks cables.
Exactly. No, it looks fantastic. Thank you. So I think
yeah.
I'm good with this RC now.
How about you, Sue? Is that making sense to you now?
Are you talking to me?
I'm sorry, Sue and Trenken.
There. Yes, it's clear to me now. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Yes.
Okay, it's clear to
Okay.
me. So the working yarn is in front of the 4 cable stitches that have been placed in the back.
That is correct.
Okay,
That
thank
is
you.
correct.
And Pam, somebody talked about how do I know when to put it in back on the pattern on that first page of the abbreviations. You can always go there because it tells you when they're in front and when they're in back or whatever.
Yeah, the RC in the abbreviations is back and the LC is in front. And after I got going a little while on it, I just knew that if I was on row 6, it was in back. And if I was on row 12, it was in front. And I just used one of those little clicker counters. At first I didn't because I thought, oh, I can keep track of this. And I kind of could, but then there was a couple times when I had to put things down and I lost track. So I just started using the little clicker counter and I would know if I was on row 6 or row 12. And 6 is always in back and 12 is always in front. So, very good.
I
Is
have a
everybody?
question about blocking.
Sure, yeah.
Would you block this before you seamed it together? It seems to me that would be the easiest way. I'm worried about getting the edge a little flat before I pick up stitches.
I can tell you that it doesn't matter, that you don't need to get the edge flat before you pick up stitches. I didn't block it because I wanted to have it. Let me see, I can show you the pickup. It's, I don't know. I think it's perfectly straight. I don't know. To me, I mean, this is an unblocked edge right here, obviously, the bottom. And even unblocked, it lies very flat the way the design is created. You know, it just, I just didn't feel at all like it needed blocking before I did it. I mean, you certainly can, it's not going to hurt anything. I just wanted to block everything together, and I also wanted to block it according to truly the size that I wanted it when I was done. Because what I did on mine, I'm afraid I can't put this over my shoulders because I don't have my stoppers right here, but what I did with mine is I made it bigger than the small and smaller than the medium. I was kind of in between, and because I plan on wearing mine just like over clothes because I live here in California, I don't plan on putting mine over a nice, you know, thick wool coat.
Right.
So I wanted to be able to try it on and say, hey, does this need to be out just a little bit or not so much? You know, I didn't want to do.
When
Don't
you
rub
said you did
it
that,
on
like,
people who don't live where it's warm, okay? Just saying.
I'm sorry, what?
I said, don't rub that in for those of us who don't want to be wearing it over a thick coat and t-shirt.
Oh, I'm sorry. You know, believe me, I grew up in the Pacific Northwest, well, Central Oregon, and it was snowy and cold there back in the day, and I think still is on occasion. And I miss that. I kind of find
You're
myself
welcome to trade places with me anytime.
Any
I got
day.
it. Got it. Yeah. I'll come out to California and you feel free.
Okay. All right.
Can I ask you, what did you do to determine between, because I'm the same way, I'm between the extra small and the medium large. Like when I did my like measurement around, I was at the very end of the extra small, and I thought, I don't want it to be tight. So
Yeah.
I'm just worried that the small medium or the medium large is going to be too big.
Right. And it's quite possible that it would be. You knit, and then once it gets long enough, you can start kind of putting it around your shoulders and saying, how does this feel? You know, I kept trying it around my shoulders. And then there was a point to where I said, okay, this is snug, because I know that blocking it's going to stretch it, or can stretch it just a little bit. Although I didn't want to block it enough that I didn't want to block it so much that the width then, you know, got skinnier.
Yeah.
So so what I did was I made the width of the medium, and then I just, because I'm tall, and I wanted it a little deeper. And then I just kept knitting and then trying it on and saying, do I like this? And then once I liked it, I just bound off.
Okay. So did you cast on with the 63?
Yes. Yeah, I cast on with the 63.
Okay. That's what I did. That's what I was kind of thinking I would do too. So I'm glad to know you did the same.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's the way. Is everybody going to wear theirs, or are they going to give it away?
Wear it for
This-
sure.
Yeah, wear it. This is for me.
Good.
Wear it for sure.
I'm giving mine away to my granddaughter.
Oh, how sweet. Where does she live?
She lives in Atlanta, Georgia.
Oh, nice, nice.
Yeah.
Does it get chilly down there?
It does in Atlanta. Actually, we have a house in Hiawassee, which is at the northern part of the state. And it's 31 today and snowing.
Oh,
And
God.
we got a lot of snow last night. So I'm inside for the day.
Oh,
I'm making mine for my sister, and she is smaller and taller than I am. So I'm doing the medium/large for her. And she's in Michigan. But if it goes well, I'm hoping to make them for myself too.
yeah, yeah. That's perfect. Yeah. No, this pattern is perfect because to me, the cables, doing them solid like this is almost easier than saying, well, I cable in this specific spot, and then I knit for a while, and then I cable in this specific spot, because you can't get off. It's literally every 4 stitches you're doing a twist, so it's like, to me, that makes it almost easier, even though it looks harder. But I think it makes it easy, and because you knit it flat, that also makes it nice and easy. I just think it has a lot of really nice transitional. I like to look for kits and pieces that give nice transitional learning opportunities. Somebody who's like a good solid beginner, but they're ready to kind of branch out, and they don't want to do something really complicated, just to kind of ease you into these. And then you find out, oh, that's not hard. And you start getting fearless.
I think a large needle size is also helpful to make it
Exactly.
easier. I love this. It's such a great fun knit with this yarn too.
Exactly. Yeah, this yarn is just yummy, yummy, yummy. Have you all seen the Urbana scarf in this same yarn? Let's see.
No.
I'll put in a link to that. I haven't made this one, but I just think it's gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous. And it's got a little bit more, there it is in the chat. It's got a little bit more detail.
So this is Janelle again, and I'd like to go back to the size because I'm at like row 2. And I'm right between that large and the extra large. So I went to the extra large. So do you think it'll be too big then?
if I may ask, what is your measurement? And let me look here.
Well, I mean, 40, we're actually measured at 43.
So yeah, I would not do an extra. Well, are you going to wear yours over a bulky coat?
Well, it'll be more bulky. I'm in Iowa, so it'll be like a third layer probably.
Like a heavy sweater or something?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
But you know, the way I knit, I kind of think if I make it too large, it's always a gift.
Yeah. Well, if you want to make it for yourself, I kind of feel, are you real tall?
No.
Okay. So then I would do the medium large, the
Okay.
36 to 42, because you can always knit a few more inches just to make it, if you just are trying it on and you just want a few more inches, you can always do that.
Okay. Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. I just, there's just nothing worse than getting through with all of your knitting and it's like the wrong size.
I think I have I'm wondering if I drop a stitch here, you think? Did you get this when you do row 7? This big?
Yeah, it's
I guess so. Huh?
probably okay. You might be knitting
Yeah, okay.
slightly loose. You might want to kind of snug it up just a little bit next time, but I think you'll be
Okay.
okay. Just tighten that stitch up nicely, the one that you're taking
Okay.
out.
Because it looks like
It looks
I
like you
wonder
dropped
if
a
I'm
stitch,
yeah,
but I
okay,
don't think
that's
you
what I'm
did.
no, okay, all right, okay, thanks.
Yeah, look closely, but I really don't think you did. I think you just
Yeah,
kind of knitted just a little bit loose when you were cabling that.
okay, then it keeps being yeah, I think I'll just do the whole row and then yeah, just like if I keep going with my purling, yeah, then it keeps there, but I guess that's normal.
Yeah.
I'll keep going and we'll see. Thanks. Yeah. Fine. Thank you.
Sure. Is it raining down there now, Rachel?
Yeah, and it's like pouring rain, right? So it's I have a small dog who needs to go out for his business. So
He doesn't like it.
it's a California dog. So I'm actually French Canadian from the East Coast, so used to the storm and all this, but the dog is a real California dog. It's like, what is this? Like it rains 10 days a year and it's now. So yeah, it doesn't
Like,
appreciate
where did
it.
you bring me?
Well, he was born here. We adopted him from here, but anyway, it's a poor little one,
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, it's but yeah, I'm probably moving to Europe next summer, so I'm that's why I want to do all these like nice kits that you have, so I can wear those next winter. I don't wear that much of this in LA, but
Yeah. Actually, I was wondering where you were planning on being in LA.
yeah, exactly. It's like, why is she's in LA? Why is she knitting this? Like she's crazy.
Well, I thought maybe you
Yeah.
were giving him as gifts.
No. Yeah, no, well, both, but this one is for me.
Yes, Janice. Yes, Janice.
Okay, so I've gotten to the point of, I guess I'm on row 2. So it's telling me, so I knit to the marker and then SM, so I just slip the marker off.
You slip it off onto you slip it onto the needle, on the other needle, so that you can keep knitting.
So okay, so slip it, and then it says to knit one, and then
Purl one, knit one, 2 times.
purl one. and then knit one, and then I'm only left with one on my stitch, on my.
Okay. So somehow you're off then. What that means, you're off a stitch. You need to have 5 stitches on the, you know, five stitches on the end of your knitting. There needs to be, between the marker and the end of your knitting needs to be 5 stitches so that you can do the knit 1, purl 1, knit 1, purl 1, knit 1.
I don't know how I'm not sure how I did that, so now I'm gonna start again.
Yeah. Yeah, what you're doing is
I don't know what I did.
you're creating this bottom, this nice bottom edge, and it makes really, I think, a beautiful edge.
Oh, I mean, that's not the, yeah, I mean, I'm just trying, I don't know what I did. I'm not sure what I did wrong.
Yeah. Maybe you can tink back just 1 stitch at a time and get to the next row and find out, you know, the row before, and find out what you did.
Pam, I have a question about needle size.
Yes.
I tend to knit a little tighter, I think, than most people. I did my gauge swatches never are the same. I either have too many rows or too many stitches. It's just, it's one of them's usually off and one's on, but the garments usually turn out well. So I don't worry about it too much if I'm close. But on this being an 11 needle, my gauge was pretty close, but is really 13 is the next size. Is that right?
Mhm.
Okay. So there's not usually that big of a number gap between.
Yeah, I don't know why somebody decreed it.
Okay, I just like, because I'm using my Likey needle kit, you know, and I'm like,
Mhm.
am I missing something? Because there's no extra places here. So I'm just gonna do it with the 11 and I think it'll be fine.
Well, here's something. Well, first of all, I can attest that everything you make turns out just beautifully, and it fits you just beautifully. So there's something you're doing right. But in gauges, generally, if you're off on the, if you're on the width, on the number of stitches, and that's correct, then you're okay, because you can size things. And if you're shorter or longer on the length, then you can just adjust things. Like say you're knitting a top-down sweater or a sweater, you know, as long as you're getting that width gauge correct, then your size will turn out the same, and you can just knit a few more rows or leave off a few rows to fix the length.
Okay. Yeah, that's kind of where I am, because I just finished, I knitted another one of your sweaters. I don't remember, this is, I don't even know if you'll be able to see this. Let's see if I can find it. Oh, it's not showing me all my pictures here. Yeah. This is weird. It was there a minute ago and now it's not there. So go ahead and talk.
Okay, holler, because I want to see it.
I have a question.
Yes.
It never, it says cast on with the larger needles. Then are you supposed to switch to your 10.5s?
No. No.
You stay with the 11s?
Yeah, you don't switch to your 10.5 till you get to this, the collar part. The,
Oh, okay.
There was
Great.
something I'd done wrong. I guess it's good that I'm taking it apart because I was on my 10.5.
oh, yeah, yeah.
But that wouldn't have been the reason for my oops, but
Right, right. Just remember that you need 5 stitches to the right or left of that stitch marker, and then you'll be on. A few times, I don't know, I did something weird, and I got to the end of the row and I had only 3 stitches left to cable with, and it's like, oh, okay, I got to take that out and you know, figure out what I did.
So I don't know, I'm gonna hold my phone up and see if you can see this, Pam, but that's the sweater I did, the one that your kit.
Oh,
Mhm.
that's beautiful.
Got the two
Yeah.
cables. That was the back, and then this was the front.
Oh, gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous.
So I did that one, but that was a gift for my niece who graduated from college. And so I was really gambling, and the sleeves are a little bit long on her because I wanted it to be a surprise, but it fits, and she'd rather have long sleeves than short sleeves. So it was
Yeah. You can always go like this to your sleeves
Yeah.
and have a nice little ruching there. Yeah.
that was the last one I finished.
You do such beautiful work, and you tackle really big projects.
Yeah. Do you know I knitted that dress? I've never worn it.
Oh, you did? You have it? Because that's one of the things I'm remembering.
Yeah, I'm planning on wearing it this spring. I'm making a mental note to wear it this spring. It just got so hot here so fast this last year that it was too hot to wear a knitted dress. So
Yeah. Let me know how it goes. I'd be curious to know. I've never knitted or worn a knitted dress, and I wonder how it would hold up, you know, the shape as far as sitting down.
yeah, I've had a lot of knitted dresses that I bought, but this is the first one I've made, and I really like the feel of them, and I like a knit thing versus woven. So, but I just have to remember to wear this one since I put so much time and effort into it.
Yeah, it's so beautiful. So,
Thanks.
yeah, so beautiful.
Was curious the color that people chose to make their capelet.
Oh yeah, everybody hold theirs up. Let's see, there's cactus flower, silver birch, and mushroom. Is that mushroom that I see there for Lisa?
No, that's so funny you say that because I'm the one that got the wrong color.
Oh my goodness. Oh.
I have to say, I'll just plug your customer service. It's awesome.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, no, I love the cactus flower. It's amazing.
I agree.
Oh, thank you, Rachel. Thank you so much. You know, you'd like to never make a mistake. So every time I mean, I didn't personally make it, but every time a mistake happens, I mean, I feel like I made it.
And we're all human beings.
I know. I know. Stuff happens sometimes.
Yeah.
So nobody picked the green. There was a very nice green, but like I don't wear green, so it's just like I really wanted to choose
Yeah,
that
there's
one.
greens. Somebody's got green. Gabrielle.
Oh, yeah?
I picked the green one. It's
Where-
beautiful.
Oh, I cannot see. I don't see it.
Gabrielle.
picked green
has the
too.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, beautiful. Yeah.
It's a beautiful green.
Yeah. I want to see it when it's done. Maybe I'll do a second one.
Yeah. I think you look nice in green. Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah.
I can see why your son said that you would look good in the blue, though. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm used to blue, but it's
Yeah.
good to change also.
It is, yeah. I found that when I let my hair go gray, it's been what? Close to 4 years now, maybe 3.5 years ago now. I found that my clothes, you know, I have different colors of clothes and different things that I feel look good on me.
And the pink goes well with gray, and what you're wearing now, it goes well.
Yeah.
So
Navy and yeah. But you know, I had a lot of tone, like new. I really liked neutral, like the off-whites and the neutral shades all the way up to soft browns, and I just can't wear them anymore.
Oh, it's good to know. Yeah.
Those I'm making for my sister, and she's 10 years older than me. She's totally gray.
Yeah.
And I'm still coloring my hair. I'm still waiting to get up the courage. It's funny because I was looking at yours going, oh, it's so pretty. Like, because I keep playing with the idea. But pink and lavender purple looks so good on her. So we decided, I told her, I said, I'll do either the rosier pink or this cactus flower. And we settled on the cactus flower.
Yeah, cactus flower is really beautiful. Really beautiful. This sage rose, Sage Rose is nice as well.
Yeah, that's that one. That was the other one we were looking at, was that
Yeah.
one. I
Is
am-
the sage rose the darker thing then?
Yeah,
You're doing, Pamela, you're doing the darker one?
yeah.
Okay, okay. It looks nice, yeah.
I wanted to ask you about a pattern, if it's okay to do so. I'm just trying to find the name of it, and then I will. Oh, sorry, you can go ahead. I'll just wait until I can find the name of it, then I'll ask you about it. Do you do a lot of blue sky?
I do, and I'm doing more and more of it. I'm just, the more I do of it, the more I want.
Right.
I do a lot of Noro as well. And then I have a lot of this hand dyed superwash, either smooshy, which is, this is the fingering or the sock weight, or the classy, which is their more worsted, light worsted weight, and the classy cashmere, which, you know, I just, there, you just can't go wrong with this yarn. It's just amazing, beautiful.
Pamela, so I know that we don't have that much time left, and I won't be at row 12, but I wonder if you would mind to do a LC just to make sure that, you know, is it exactly the same as RC, but so.
Okay, let me see. I kind of gave up on my, let me. Let me see if I can't. I am in the process of learning how to knit continental.
Continental.
Oh, I thought you did earlier. I guess it was because the camera is
Yeah,
not mirroring. Yeah.
Yeah. What I'm seeing, what I'm a little confused on is what I'm seeing is different than from what you're seeing. So I've got
I think so. And we're not seeing your hands right now.
No, I know you're not.
Okay, good. Okay, good. Okay.
I'm trying to post. I'm
Okay,
trying to.
no worries, no worries. I guess my question was more like with the LC, because it would be a first for me. So you do the same, you put 4 on your cable needle, you put them in front, you knit, I guess it would be purl maybe. Let me
No, you
see.
knit.
You
Always
knit, okay.
knit. Yeah.
You always knit. So you knit 4 and then you knit 4 from your cable again. And it's the same, except it's in front, the cable is in front instead of being in the back. Is that what it is?
Yes.
Okay.
Let
Okay,
me.
good. Thank you.
Sure, but let me switch just to see if I can. Let's see, what have I got going on here? Also, then I found that the sample yarn I had was kind of dark for you guys to see. Here's another tip. If you want to see better what you're doing on darker yarn, get some pink needles. I'm telling you, it's a game changer. Let's see if I can. So let me see if this, okay, is that the correct direction for you?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So you take them off, and I do it with the long part. I mean, this is kind of getting technical now. You don't have to, but I do it with the long part of this hook so that it's facing towards the end, so that when I knit, I'm starting, I mean, I can knit on the long part of the hook rather than try to cram it all on this little small part. That's just a little technical part. And so then you slip it off and you hold it to the front. Knit, I'm on the wrong row. I'm on a purl row, but anyway, it doesn't matter. You do the same thing. Hold it to the front. Your yarn's at the back. I don't know if you can see.
So it looks like you're knitting through the back, but I guess it's the camera, eh? So you're knitting in the front, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
and then take your needle and then knit the 4 off. Knit the 4 off the.
So yeah, it looks like you knitted through the back loop.
Yeah, I probably did because I'm just learning how to do continental, so I probably got mixed up. I was.
Okay.
Yeah, I probably did.
Okay.
I
So,
didn't.
I guess I have, how is that transitioning working for you? Because I want to learn how to continental knit.
It's actually quite easy fairly easy for me because I'm ambidextrous. So I just need to practice it more. I find myself knitting to make samples for the shop, and it's like, okay, I got to get done. And so I go, oh, okay, I'm not going to practice now. And then the next time, and oh, I'm in a hurry. I don't, so I need to stop doing that and actually spend it. It wouldn't take much time, I don't think, for me to make that transition. But I wouldn't do it if it wasn't for the fact that I'm ambidextrous, and I also, I'm left-handed, so I want to learn how to knit right-handed so things aren't mixed up for you guys.
That sounds challenging. Do you go by Pamela or Pam?
Pamela.
Pamela. Pamela, I put in a thing the Denmark Cardi by Blue Sky. It's in brushed Surrey. You have to change needle sizes while you're doing it. You'll see it's kind of a rough, I think that's the word. I'm just wondering, I'm just curious about your opinion on it. I bought the pattern because I fell in love with the sweater. And I have not bought the yarn yet because I'm a little bit intimidated.
You know, I just am stocking. I don't think I've made it. I don't think I've made it live yet, but I just am, because like I say, I'm new to Blue Sky. And so I'm just slowly stocking, getting stocked up on their different lines. And I just got stocked up on the Surrey Merino, and it's absolutely gorgeous. And I'm drooling over this Surrey brushed Surrey. Yeah, that's a really cute. So what was your question? I've looked it up now.
So you can see how it pulls in, where it's tighter. So I can see where the needle changes are. What do you think about that in terms of degree of difficulty? I think they call it intermediate, but I do have a shop where people will help me. Now it's funny because the people I knit with, they looked at that and went, ugh, but then they knit things that I don't care. We have different styles.
Well, let's see. I mean, I'd have to actually look at the pattern. I mean, it's not a beginner one for sure. It's got little eyelets. What does it have? Oh no, it doesn't have eyelets. It's sure cute though, isn't it? See that color, the color that's in the sample, those are the colors I used to wear.
I was I do it in that color because I wouldn't do it in a whiter, they have it in a cream or something. There's only like 5 colors, but I wouldn't do that because I wouldn't want to take a chance that it gets messed up. So I want something a little bit more forgiving.
It's beautiful. Let me see.
Can you share the pattern with us? I just like the
Oh,
link.
sorry.
I'm just curious what it is.
Yeah.
It's not like I need to be tempted or anything, right? So
I know. This is a rabbit hole. It'd be cheaper and easier to develop a drug habit.
I agree. I started knitting last March, and since then it's just like I'm taking over the house like bits by bits.
Me too.
Okay, I just put the link to the Ravelry pattern. Let me buy it and let me look at it and see.
Which Ravel? Is this on Ravelry?
The Denmark.
Denmark.
Cardi.
Oh, you're talking about something else.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she was
I
asking.
Soliciting an opinion, sorry.
I don't see it in the chat. You put to everyone?
Oh,
It's
sorry.
not in, it's not in the chat yet.
Yeah,
I
sorry.
got it in mine.
How about that? No?
It's in mine.
Not in mine.
Not in mine.
Yeah.
Maybe it was not sent to everyone, you know, maybe you selected to
It wasn't,
just one.
it wasn't, yeah.
Okay, that's
But
fine.
it's weird. I keep choosing everyone and it won't let me choose everyone.
I'm on the East Coast. I haven't received it yet.
No,
I don't know if that matters.
Well,
I
no,
live in Tucson and I haven't received it yet.
Maybe it's coming southwest.
no, nobody's received it yet because it's not letting me switch. It's so weird. Okay. Oh, here we go.
Now it came through.
Yeah. Cool. Okie dokie. So you
Where do
have
you
what?
find pattern?
Isn't that sweet?
Where
so
do you find it?
that link is the Ravelry link.
Yeah, it looks so cool. So like a young touch, right?
Yeah. So Janice, you wondered the difficulty.
Yeah, I just wonder, like, I mean, I have, like I said, I have, you know, the store people who can help me, but I just wondered, since, you know, you're highly experienced, if you just look at it and go, yikes, you know.
You know, I may be a bad person to ask because I've been this way since I was a child. It's like everything is doable if you just do it a little bit at a time, you know, you just take it step by step.
Yeah.
It's all doable. And I'm looking at it and yeah, it's not an easy pattern, but you just follow the directions. And as long as it's a good pattern, you know, it's written well, which I've always found that blue sky patterns are written well. Kind of.
Well, I cast it back on, Pamela, and I now have 5. I got the right size needle and I now have 5
This
stitches
is only supposed
below
to last an
my
hour.
stitch marker, so I think I'm good.
Yeah, you're in good shape. So what time is it? Oh, I guess we probably need to, people probably need to
Just
get
tell her
going.
since I'm out of my class.
But is everybody going along okay now? Everybody's ready to move on. And so the next, excuse my kitty, the next, what am I trying to say? The next couple weeks, you'll be knitting your, you know, your circle, your round. And so if everybody has this finished by the end of next week, I'll go through the grafting part. Even if you cast on and didn't do a provisional cast on, it's okay. We can graft it together. And I think it looks pretty good. I mean, maybe if I did it again, I would do a provisional, but I did it according to the pattern and I was happy with it. So that's
Okay. So may I ask a question? I mean, to just jump in.
absolutely no, go right ahead.
Because I was going to ask that question, but you just answered my question. Because I didn't want to do provisional, but I might want to make it longer.
Absolutely. Just keep knitting. Don't just, if you want to make it wider and, you know, keep putting it around your shoulders and keep, you know, testing it and measuring to see if you like how the fit. I think you joined late and so you missed the size conversation. If you're going to wear it over a heavy coat, put your coat on first and then put it around your shoulders and say, is this what I like? Is this how I feel? You know, how it feels good. I wouldn't make it too tight, because if it's too tight, then the width is going to kind of scoot up. And I mean, I personally just don't like that. I want it to be, I want it to be relaxed on my arms. Does that make sense?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I'm only hesitating, and I just have to look this up. I'm not familiar with using a provisional cast on, so I was just wondering why they're suggesting that. If we're trying to look at the length around our shoulders, why do we need a provisional?
Because you're going to want to put the edges together, and provisional just makes a better graph.
A better edge, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Thanks. Also, I just wanted to mention to you, Pamela, your friend Josie is delightful.
Isn't she wonderful? Did you go over to her to get some help?
Yes, I was doing the Brona.
Oh, that
shoulder,
wrap, right.
the wrap. And we had the nicest conversation, because the Brona wrap is a very simple piece, but the person, and not to, I don't want to distract from what we're doing. It's just that it's written in a way that is not so clear.
Yeah, that happens.
And she was delightful. We had a great conversation.
Yeah, she's fantastic. She just lives up the road from me, half an hour or so, and she's amazing. She's an amazing knitter and an amazing instructor, and maybe we'll get her back. We had her on the knit-alongs last year, and maybe we'll entice her back to join us one time again.
But she is delightful, because she's very knowledgeable, but it's also, she's a great communicator, and she's just very nice.
Yes, she's fantastic. Oh, thank you for saying so. Thank you for saying so.
I have a question.
I have a quick question, okay? So I've knitted 10 rows now, so this is what I have, but it looks like my bottom row is not straight. Is
That's
that
okay.
okay? Like,
Yep.
it's fine,
It's
because I
perfect.
won't have too much problem for the grafting? Okay, all right, thank you.
Sure, absolutely.
My
Somebody else had
question,
a question.
yes, your shawl that you have on the Final Destination, is that a kit?
It's a kit. I'm out of stock right now, which is why you can't find it in the shop.
Okay.
But I will see why it's not in stock and see what I'm missing, and I will get it ordered, because I adore this design.
Okay, because I looked it up on your website and there was no place for it.
Yeah, no, it's not there because I'm totally out of stock. Anyway, so
I'll keep looking for it.
Yeah, absolutely. I can't hear you, Sue and Trinken.
Can you hear me now?
I can.
How can I communicate with someone else that's watching today? I just found out someone else is in Hiawassee, Georgia. And
that would be me. Can you hear me, Sue?
I can hear you, but I don't see. Oh, yeah. Hi.
Hey. That was so funny. When I logged on, the first thing I heard you saying is, I have a house in Hiawassee. Now, I'm actually in Fort Worth, Texas now, visiting my daughter. But we lived in Atlanta for like 35 years, and we moved to Hiawassee 2 years ago. Isn't that funny?
Well, we still live in Atlanta, but we have the house here. But I'd like to get together with you and knit. So
absolutely.
Well,
see how we can do that.
You can send each other emails just privately.
Okay.
Through the chat. I won't end. I'll give you a few minutes. I won't end the session quite yet, and you can do that.
Yeah, I'll send you my email address, because I direct message Sue. That's how she knew that I was.
I got you a message, but it wouldn't send because we were still chatting.
Okay, I will send you my email address, Sue. Pamela, I have a quick question for you before we leave. I kind of got on a little bit late, but as far as the cast on, I did a long tail cast on. Do I need to do the provisional cast on, or is that just
okay if you do a long tail? It's fine.
Okay,
thank
fine. You.
Yeah.
Can I ask a quick question? I realize that I am off time. I thought you were starting at 4 o'clock, and it must have been 3 o'clock Eastern. Sorry about that. But could I ask a quick question, or are we done?
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
I haven't actually started this yet, because I'm still finishing my brown and wrap. So this might be obvious or to everybody else. So bear with me a moment. With the sizing, I had a conversation with you, Pamela, so I ordered the small. Now, when I'm looking at the sizing on the pattern, it's saying 12¼ inches, 14, 15 3/4, blah, blah, blah. 12, where are they measuring? Around the shoulders?
Oh, are you looking at the schematic?
Yeah.
Yeah. So the small one is, yeah, 12¼ deep.
Oh, deep, wait, it's 45, 54. There's the length.
Yeah. Yeah.
Got it. Sorry.
45½. And you know, you'll have enough yarn, I think, to make it a little longer if you kind of fall in between sizes.
Am I picturing this that they're gonna wrap it around your shoulders? That's where you're measuring, somewhere like about high, well, maybe mid.
Yeah, I just wrapped it directly right here. You know, and let it fall down to here. It got tighter. It got tighter as it got down here.
Yeah, yeah. Good. Okay, thank you.
Okay. For those of us who are moving along and we're going to be ready to graft, did you say something about a tutorial for grafting?
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Hopefully I can find the one.
And Pamela, I hope you plan a knit along for the spring.
Yes, I definitely will. I plan on.
Oh, good.
Yeah, I plan on. In fact, I may even start another one for the top-down sweater. I haven't quite decided, really soon, and kind of have them. Yeah, I want to do a lot of knit-alongs this year. Oh goodness, you know what? I'm going to find the one I used that I really liked. And oh, this one will work. This one isn't the one, but see this one. Yeah, this is a good one. And I saw you can't. There you go. Okay, try that one. It won't, Lucy says it won't let me direct message. Oh, okay, you got it. Sue, you got Lucy's email before we log off?
Yeah, for some reason, it wouldn't let me direct message like I did previously, but so she should have it now. Thank you, Pamela.
Sure.
Pamela, do you have one moment? And and it's fine to say no.
Yeah, just give me 1 second. I want to make sure Sue has this email. I can't hear you.
It won't let me direct message yet. It's in red. So.
But I don't know why, but if you look up a couple messages, like maybe 5, 6 messages, there's a message from Lucy,
right,
that has her email.
Oh, I see it now. Yes. Okay.
Okay,
Thank
cool.
you. I will send it to her then.
Okay, cool.
Okay. All right.
So then,
or MAN. Okay. All right. Good. I've got it then. I will send her an email.
Okay.
Perfect. Thank you.
Okay. All right. Well, is it okay? Yeah, Esther, you wanted something.
I
and
just
then
wanted to show you this.
Oh, I love it. I
love this pattern. It's adorable. And your instructions were fabulous.
Thank you.
I mean, without your instructions, I don't know if I would have made it.
Yeah. People had trouble with the way, it's a European way of writing instructions. And I think in Europe, they're a little more shorthanded than we are. I think I'm not sure about this, but I think that's the problem. Yes,
absolutely, because it's the same thing that came up when we had Josie and I had our conversation about the Bronner wrap, which is a very simple pattern, but it's written in such a shorthand. It's like, well, what do you want me to do?
Yeah. Yeah. So, oh, that's great. Well, that's beautiful. You do beautiful work. All of you do. This is so much fun. I had such a great time today. I hope everybody else did as well. And
I
thanks-
apologize because I got the time mixed up.
Oh, not a problem. It'll always be at 3 o'clock, and this one is going to be every 2 weeks. And if you want to stay on the list, I'll bye Rochelle. Bye Barb. Bye everybody. We'll see you next time.